Now we take a trip over to Naperville Central. With the addition of a new quarterback and a new receiver, the math just might add up to equal a conference title. Let's head on over to Kevin Jackman for more.
A 3-year stretch of dominance followed by a fall from atop its perch in the DVC and ultimately from the playoffs altogether.
The schedule that you play in this league, we were 4-5 last year. There were other teams that were 4-5. You know, in our league of a conference of 9, there's probably 4 or 5 teams every year that would make the playoffs in any other conference. But in ours, they don't.
Power shifts quickly though. An emerging talent last year from Mattia Valley, junior quarterback PAYTON THORNE now dons red and white, having moved into Naperville Central's district.
He's only a junior, but he's very wise beyond his age. Obviously, he's grown up with his grandfather and his dad being football coaches. He's been around the game. I've had an opportunity, to get to know him in the last 6 weeks, and he's a great football player, and he's a great person too.
While head coach Mike Stein raves about his new signal caller, Thorne's new teammates, including senior receiver Tommy COYNE, they have a similar glow when discussing their quarterback.
Met him a couple months ago. He's a great leader, great athlete, and everything's there. His maturity, his development over the past summer, and everything like that. So it's been fun working with him.
I wasn't with the defense, but I knew it was frustrating the game plan for him, and now other teams are just going to have to deal with the same thing.
With the humility and bashfulness to match his calm demeanor, Thorne flips the table. Game planning for senior running back A.J. Deinhardt? Yeah, that's tough too.
He's very special when he gets the ball in his hands. He breaks a lot of tackles and is fast. He's a great leader too. Last year I saw what he could do against us and ran for like 200 yards in a quarter or something, so I'm excited to be playing with him now.
With so many new faces to grow accustomed to, Thorne will at least have one constant. Senior receiver Jaden Reed also happens to be trading in Mustang garb for Red Hawk gear.
Having him and COYNE, two different types of very, very special receivers, is definitely a huge advantage.
COYNE, built for tough, 6'3", a filled-out frame, useful for the future Division I athlete who doubles up with lacrosse in the spring. As for Reed, he reminds Stein of a former player of his, now Iowa defensive back Manny Rugamba.
Jaden's probably he is faster than Manny. Manny was a phenomenal double route move runner and played very quick in space. So there's some similarities there.
While Reed won't play two ways like Rugamba did, Central does have a pair of former receivers roaming the secondary. That includes senior Tommy Carlson.
Coming from an offensive standpoint from last year, you get to kind of think through an offensive player's mind, being a defensive player, and it really helps you learn even more about football. And the guys behind me really helped me with the transition and helping me grow as a player, and we've grown as a unit together.
Last year, we just couldn't stop big plays. So that's our main goal this year, is from pursuit from behind and not letting up as many big plays, and everyone wants to be in that play.
Senior linebacker Mike Oliver wants a return to prominence the Central defense has held for years. In Mattia Valley head coach Ben Kleinhands, he senses that hunger as well.
They're seniors now, are hungry after not making the playoffs last year, so they're going to be one of the most talented teams around, and they have high expectations on them. So they're always fun to play.
With the season opener less than a week away, Stein and his team are ready to strap into the pads and race out under the lights.
They have a sense of excitement, but I think every team does this time of year. It's football season. Everyone's excited, and that excitement is building to that first test, which and we get an opportunity to go out and test and play a great team in Glenbard North, and we're looking forward to that opportunity.
Glenbard North went 8-3 a year ago, including a 35-6 shellacking of Central in Week 1. The Panthers, though, losing to eventual 7A state champs East St. Louis in the first round of the playoffs. If the Red Hawks can get past the Panthers in Week 1, well, then perhaps a return to dominance and the playoffs await. Covering Naperville Central football for Naperville Sports Weekly, I'm Kevin Jackman.